Hey, what's up? Are you looking for a good video lens for your Canon R7? Let's take a quick look at the Sigma 18 to 35mm f1.8.
Add it up.
I've been looking for a fast wide zoom lens for my Canon R7 for a while now. The Sigma 18 to 35mm is a fantastic lens, especially for video. And at the moment, there's just no equivalent available in the native RF system. The build on the 18 to 35mm is great, with a sturdy body and nice feeling rubber rings. No, not those rings. When you hold it, you know it's premium. This is an art lens, which means it's the pro segment from Sigma. The image quality is top-notch, and it's sharp throughout the focal range. The R7's autofocus works great in combination with this lens, and focus breathing is only minimal. The zoom ring is nice and smooth, and honestly better than on some of my RF glass. And big bonus, this lens doesn't extract when you zoom, so great for gimbals. A focal range of 18 to 35mm gives you flexibility. In fact, it's like having 3 primes in one. An 18mm, 24mm and a 35mm, for example. It allows you to go wide-ish, but also punch in and capture more detail. So that makes it ideal for talking head like this, or product shots, or in general shooting B-roll. The biggest perk of this lens, however, is the f1.8 aperture. It's very rare to see such a wide aperture on a zoom lens. The bokeh is just fantastic, and that's the main reason I got this lens. The price is fair too. At around $750 new, you get a lot for your money's worth. As with every lens though, there are a couple of drawbacks too. This Sigma is designed for APS-C sensors. So if you ever decide to upgrade to a full-frame camera, you'll need to use crop mode on that. Not ideal. And it's not a native RF lens, which means you'll need to use the RF to EF lens adapter in order to use it. And that makes the whole thing quite long and bulky. On the compact body of the Canon R7, it feels somewhat out of proportion and off balance. It weighs quite a lot too, at almost 1 kilogram combined with the adapter. So it's not the ideal take-anywhere video lens, at least for me. The 18 to 35 is an older lens already. It was created back in 2013, still for DSLR cameras. So while the autofocus works perfectly, it is quite noisy. A shotgun mic mounted on top of the camera will definitely pick up the noise. So not ideal for run and gun stuff, unless you use a lav mic. I don't have a lav mic. There is no image stabilization in this lens, but the Canon R7 though already has really good IBIS built in, so you'll definitely get usable, stable handheld shots, no problem. But I've been spoiled by some of the stabilized glass from Canon, like the 24 to 105 f4L. Video on that below. While the focal range is flexible, I do wish I had a bit more playroom on the wide end. 18mm is alright, but on a cropped sensor like the Canon R7, it's not really super wide. Even a couple millimeters more or less would have been absolutely fantastic. So in the end, the Sigma 18 to 35 f1.8 is a superb lens for the Canon R7, especially if you're doing a lot of video work. Sure, there's a couple compromises, like with every lens, but there's simply nothing quite like it in the current RF lens system. Actually, even beyond that. It's very rare to see a zoom lens with an f1.8 aperture. And that's probably why so many people have raved for so many years about this lens, and why it should be at the top of your lens wish list for the Canon R7. Anyway, that's it for this one. If you like what you see, then don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Add it up.